Dear students, welcome to online virtual classroom of Municipal Corporation of Greater Mumbai. I am Sri Kumar. This class is for 5th standard scholarship students. Let me begin the class. Dear students, we are continuing the topic of intelligence test. The topic is logical reasoning now. Logical reasoning is considered to be one of the aspects of our intelligence. We should have the ability for logical reasoning in whatever we are saying and whatever we are doing. What is this logical reasoning? It is just by collecting the information or instruction we can develop a particular logic of our own. We say that, okay, I have a logic to say this, I have a reason to say this, I have a scientific support to say this, I have evidence to say this. All this comes under logic. And we reach our own conclusion, and that conclusion will be right if that logic is accepted. Various methods are there to find out the ability for logical reasoning. Some of the methods are giving some verbal questions and are giving some situation and get the conclusion out of it. Sometimes it will be some figures will be given, some pictures will be given, and will be asked to find out or asked to apply your logic to get the answer. Anyway, the best way of checking our own ability to reasonize logically is answering the questions. Here are some examples where you may be finding that little bit of mathematics involved in certain situation. In certain situations, some imaginary situation will be given, some thought process will be applied. Various methods are used, as I said, for finding out ability for logical reasoning. Here is a question. If son's present age is 4 less than half of mother's present age and 2 more than 1/3 of aunt's present age, if the percentage of his mother is 42 years, then what was the age of his aunt 2 years ago? It's a question which came in the exam in 2018. See, these are not questions which may take 1 minute for you to answer. So the time you have saved in answering other questions will be spent over here. Saving is always for spending. Okay, so now more than answering the question, I have to tell you about how to think logically. It is given that if son's present age with reference to mother, son's age with reference to mother, how son's age is connected with mother. Afterwards it is given that son's age in connection with aunt. That means son is common while connecting the age with mother and aunt. So we need to have the idea of equating mother's age and aunt's age with respect to son, or to find out son's age with respect to mother and that of aunt and equate it. What does it mean? Now if I say son's present age is, luckily the question is starting with son, so there won't be any confusion for you. If son's present age is 4 less than half of mother's present age, so mother's present age is m and half of it divided by 2 minus 4 is son's age, and the same son's age is 2 more than 1/3 of aunt's present age. Suppose that aunt's present age 1/3 of means divided with 3 plus 2 is also equal to son's age. That means son's age is equated with mother and that of aunt. This is my way of presenting it. That means the age of mother given, age of aunt given, divide by 3 plus 2 will be son's age, divide by 2 minus 4 will be son's age. Both will be same. So, and it is given mother's age is equal to 21. Correct? So what? Not 21, 42. It is given 42. That means it is equal to 21. That means 21 minus 4. 17 is the age of son. Simply we got. And the question is not about son's age. Mother's age is 42, half of it is that of son, minus 4 is equal to son. So 21 minus 4, 17 is son's age. Now the question is, what is the age of aunt 2 years ago? Now the relationship between son's age and aunt's age is given. So we can write 17 is equal to A is aunt's age upon 3 plus 2. From this we can get aunt's age. Correct? A upon 3 plus 2. If you take LCM over here and we think about writing it, this will become, this right side will become, it will become A plus 6 upon 3, right? Is 17 is equal to A plus 6 upon 3. That means, let me rub out because the screen is having limited space because I have already typed in the answer over here. That means 51 is equal to A plus 6 and A is equal to 51 minus 6, 45 years. Again, this is aunt's age, but aunt's age 2 years ago. That means we have to minus 2 from that, the aunt's age will be 43. So among these there is 43. The answer is 43. Understood? That is the answer. So mother's age is given, which is 42, divided by 2 minus 4 is giving son's age, and son's age is equated with aunt's age. Aunt's age is A upon 3 plus 2 is giving son's age, A, and 1/3 of aunt's age plus 2. Now we equate with that and we get aunt's age as 45, and 2 years ago it will be 43. Okay, that's it. Here comes the next question. The sum of age of mother and son is 52 years and the difference of their age is 28 years. Then find the age of the son 2 years hence. Abhi se to saal aage ka पूछ रहा हूँ. So we will apply the principle almost same. The sum of mother's age plus son's age is 52 and that of difference between mother's age and son's age is equal to 28. We are asked to find out the son's age after 2 years. So if you add this son's age and mother's age, simply adding mother's age, son's age is 52, mother's age minus son's age is 28. If we add these two equations, we are having 52, 60, 80 here. Plus s minus is equal to 0, m plus m is equal to 2m. That means mother's age is equal to 40 years. If mother's age is 40 years, then naturally son's age is 12, thus we get 52. But after 2 years, son's age will be 14. So simple. This won't take 1 minute. Once if you have practiced this kind of, or you understood the technique of finding out answer for this kind of questions. Okay, going to the next question. Total ages of Kavita, Savita and Salma, 3 are there. 1, 2, 3. 4 years ago was 28 years. Then what will be the total of their age 4 years hence? Total of the age of Kavita, Savita and Salma. Salma is equal to 28. Kabhi 4 years back. Logic की बात हो गया. Now what is their age after 4 years from now? Hence, मतलब from now. So Kavita, Savita and Salma all will be 4 years back, and to come to this time all will be having age 4 extra, then it will become present, and from now another 4 years means this much. I'm doing it like this because to understand way of thinking. That means everybody's age will be increased by 8, because the given age of total 28 is of 4 years back. So to become present, it should be added 4 to all, then again 4 years ahead, again 4 to be added. That means 8 years to be added to each, and to 3 people, that means 24 to be added total. How much it comes? 28 plus 4, 32, 52 will be the total, because the question is only on total, not individual ages. It was 28 years total 4 years back, so it will be, what will be after 4 years? 8 years per head. अभी ये लिखने का जरूरत नहीं, 8 years per person, and 3 people are there, so 24 to be added. So ये सब next time आप लिखेगा ही नहीं, and mentally करेंगे, तो total is equal to 52. 52 is given. This is the answer. Why I checked the answer last time? But because confusing answers will be given. If you are doing a mistake, your answer will become something different. 40, there is a chance of getting 40, because if you are adding only 4 years to each one, 12 will be added and 40 will be written. Correct? And someone will be getting 32, someone will be getting 36, because the answers are also answers if done wrongly, not like any number. They don't give any number, they give a answer obtained by another person on wrong thinking as an option. So that always get confused. You will get confused in such kind of options. If an elephant is called tiger, tiger is called rabbit, rabbit is called lion, and lion is called bear, and who will be called our national animal? We know that national animal is tiger, but tiger is called as rabbit. तो elephant, rabbit, lion सब क्यों दिया? आपको कंफ्यूज करने के लिए. इधर it is clearly given tiger is called rabbit, rabbit is called lion, लेकिन हमको उससे मतलब नहीं है. Elephant is called tiger, उसके भी मतलब नहीं है. National animal कौन सा है? National animal is tiger and it is called rabbit. So what will be called the national animal in this list is not tiger. National animal is called as rabbit. Understood? Why you said that national animal is rabbit? Because tiger is called rabbit. So simple. 10-second answering. Understood? So only reason is logically, as per the given information, tiger is called rabbit. Okay. So we'll straight away give the answer. Let me go to the next question. Suyash plays cricket and football. Rajendra plays only hockey. Shailendra plays football and kabaddi. Deepak plays all sports except football. Then who play kabaddi? There are two ways of approaching this question. Either you can approach the question in the name of the people mentioned here, or you can approach this question in the name of the games mentioned here. It is up to you which logic you will be applying to solve this. If I think about as per people, Suyash, if I am writing as SU, is playing cricket and football. Rajendra is playing only hockey. Then Shailendra is playing football and kabaddi. So I will write football here. 1 second. To avoid confusion, football and kabaddi, a new game. And Deepak plays all sports except football. So Deepak will be playing cricket, hockey and kabaddi. Now the question is who play kabaddi. So wherever K is there, they play kabaddi. This way we categorize it according to their name. Or on the other hand, so that means the answer should be who are playing Shailendra is playing and Deepak is playing. If on the other hand, if you are thinking about answering this question in the name of games, what you will do, you will see that just like names, we will write the names of the game like cricket, football, hockey, kabaddi. These are the mentioned. And under cricket you will write Suyash is playing cricket, Suyash is playing football, Rajendra plays only hockey, Shailendra plays football and kabaddi. So you will write Shailendra here and Shailendra here. And Deepak plays all sports except football, so you will not write his name here, you will write here, here, here. The matter is over. Then also you will get who all are playing kabaddi, and the answer is Shailendra and Deepak. So all these are about how and what logic you apply to get the conclusion. And it is a part of our intelligence that we apply logic for or logical reasoning for getting answer. So you will mark the last one, which is Deepak and Shailesh, as answer. Okay, interesting, no? So there can be thousands of this kind of question in the guide and the internet and from your teacher and the handbooks applied by the department of the scholarship, but you need to practice. There is no scarcity of material. You have to devote time and practice this kind of question so that you can answer it quickly. Let me go ahead. Here is another question. If calf is called cub, cub is called lamb, lamb is called kitten, kitten is called kid, kid is called puppy, then what is the young one of sheep called? Very simple. You should know what is the young one of sheep called. Young one of sheep is called lamb. But sheep is not mentioned here. No sheep here, 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 no sheep here. But young one of sheep is here, lamb. And lamb is called kitten. उधर ही आंसर छुपा है, बाकी सब just like tiger, lion, elephant की जैसा है. Lamb is called kitten means lamb is called kitten. So we will not think much. Write the answer fast, quickly. Okay, let me go ahead. Here comes next question. Exam started on Monday. On इधर में लिखता हूँ. Daily there was one paper. First paper was language. In between Marathi and English paper was environment 2. Math paper was after English paper. On third day after environment 2 paper was environment 1 paper. On which day was math paper? Oh, very good question. 2017 का है. Exam started on Monday. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. These are the possibilities of exam. But we don't know how many exams are there further. But exam started on Monday, that is given. And it is given the first paper was language. So it can be Marathi or English. क्योंकि दो ही language दिया है इधर. It can be Marathi or English. And in between Marathi, why? Because first was a language. In between Marathi and English there was environment 2 paper. So ये तो पक्का हो गया. Here it is environment 2. Now the question is, if Marathi is here, it will be English here. If it is English here, it will be Marathi, because in between that environment 2 exam paper was there. Okay, maths paper was after English paper. तो problem solve हो गया. English paper, if it is English over here, we cannot write maths after that. If it is English here, then we can write math after that. And the question is, on which day the maths was? Maths was on Thursday. और बाकी भी दिया है question में, but we got the answer. On the third day after environment 2, this is environment 2, 1, 2, 3. This is third day. What happened on third day? Third day after environment 2 paper was environment 1 paper. इतना ही paper है. खत्म. Friday और Sunday को छुट्टी. Saturday, Sunday को छुट्टी है. Okay, my dear students, so we got the answer Thursday. I will rub it out because I have already typed in the answer options here, so it will get into the, okay, itna both. Okay, let me get the answer here given. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Thursday is the answer. Okay. So that way, this was a good question. Why? Because that little jumbling was there, and your logic should work properly. Here comes another question. Grandfather and grandson have 50 years difference in their age. Oh, if their total age is 74 years, what is grandfather's age before 5 years? ये ध्यान दे दो, डायरेक्ट नहीं पूछे, अभी का मिलने के बाद पीछे जाना पड़ेगा. Grandfather and grandson, नया grandfather, चलो, plus grandson, it is total is 74. Grandfather minus grandson is 50 years. Right? Now, if you simply add these two, it will be so simple. Here it is 50 plus 74 is 124. And these two will get cancelled. 2 grandfather is equal to 124. That means grandfather's age is 62. And 5 years back minus 5, which is equal to 57. This is one way of doing it, because I added these two. Understood? While adding this plus and minus, opposite sign get cancelled. That means they get cancelled. Suppose that if a student wants to do in the opposite way, instead of addition you can subtract. Then what will happen? Then this will happen. Now we got the answer 57. We'll keep it in mind whether we get the same answer or not. That reassures. There is no time in the exam hall for doing it like this. We will do it mentally. Why I am doing it on here? Because to know that how to think. Now grandfather's age plus grandson's age is equal to 74, and grandfather's age minus grandson's age is equal to 50. On subtracting here, change the sign and add. Here it is 24, no problem. Plus minus of minus, this will become 2 grandson age, right? Because this will become, subtraction means change the sign and add. Remember the integers. That means this will become minus and this will become plus, and 2 grandson age is equal to 24. This will get cancelled. Grandson's age is 12. Now we will substitute here. If grandson's age is 12, grandfather's plus grandson is equal to 74 we have written. That means grandfather's age is 74 minus that of grandson's age, and it is 62. 5 years back it is 57, right? 5 minus q. So both way will get the answer. Depends upon how you wrote and how you make the equation, but the logic is that you can equate, and it's contain little bit of equation formation. What you studied, you are in 5th standard now, you are yet to study. This is called making equation to solve the problem, but for you it is logical reasoning. Okay, so let me see, option is given, it was 57, right? See, actually the options are 62 is given, 45 is, these are all answers if done wrong. They did not give you 16 or 22 or 35, because those answers you won't get. These answers you will get, and it is wrong. So the correct answer is 57 years. Let me go ahead.